About you. So, yeah, today I'm going to discuss about good habits. I'm here in a wonderful organic farm. I'm about to harvest these fenugreek leaves with which the kasturi methi, that toppings or that flavor is made. I should have set the camera before I started the live. Anyways, choosing progress over perfection works great. And that is one of my major good habits. So you're gonna see me working, harvesting the fenugreek leaves, and also being here. If there is any network interruptions, I will be definitely back. So here are the wonderful super fresh fenugreek leaves. So yeah, so good habits. I will share what not I have just learned, but also what I practice in my daily life, right? So that way it makes more sense. It's not just like passing along information from one source to another without any real true knowledge. So this is the weed goes out. The last very major good habit that I have started is quitting onions and garlic in my food diet, because I learned that it affects our system, especially the garlic being the medicinal food. It stimulates our nervous system. So that is the very most recent one, which is like very physical, not mental, with the food. And how do I feel about it? I think I feel good about it. Nothing smells like or onions or garlic around me anymore. That's great. I think today is Sunday, right? Previously when I was working for corporate, I knew when is the Friday, when is the Saturday, when is the Sunday coming. And when I shifted to entrepreneurship, I kind of like juggled around. I started to every day seemed good, and any day can be a Sunday or a Monday the way I wanted. And I actually kind of like losing track of which day is what, but I was like remembering the dates. But now it's like, what is the day? What is the date? I'm still like adapting to this new lifestyle where I do selfless service every day, and also you want to see what I'm cutting, and also like manage my cute small business. So yeah, good habits. One of the other good habits that I have is like time in nature. And recently I also like time with soil is very healthy. Soil is like literally our mother, right? Without soil we can't be having any food. Without protecting the soil, the future generation is also not gonna have any food. So it is very important that we protect our soil and be connected with the nature. I think even while I was working for corporate, I was like when it's like 4 or 5, I just take my laptop and go to the terrace and just be in the breeze, be in the nature, enjoy the sunset. I mean, life outside is like abundant. I had to miss it. And I used to like watch sunset every day, during the times in Chennai, when when I was living on my own, seems like it's a very big deal, like paying my own rent and accommodation, rent and food on my own, even though my parents were in the same city at that time. So that I did. So at that time, I had a lot of space for myself, and I was just like living to the fullest. I had no intention. It just happened because I was just following my curiosity, figuring out, with resilience to create a new life, and it was so beautiful. Look at these beautiful beauties. Oh, you can't say. Maybe here. Ah, how beautiful! How beautiful it is to work in nature. So, yeah, time out in nature is a very good habit. I mean, it's naturally healing. It's I think in Sanskrit they call it Buddha Suddhi. I was recently learning some spiritual terms, and oh, I cut one bead. Anyways, we will take it out. I found it. Yes. So, means that you allow the natural elements in the earth, like, for example, now there is air. I'm enjoying the air. Air is cleansing me, my aura, and I'm outside, especially while I'm sitting on the soil and working, and there is amazing breeze. If the breeze is heavier, then definitely there is more cleansing. So that's with the air, one of the elements. And there are other elements like fire. Fire also cleanses our aura. So sun is the fire here, that is also cleansing my aura, my holistic self. And then there is soil, like earth. Earth definitely cleanses us. This is where we are gonna go into the soil. One day we all will be in the soil. Like we fight, we feel a lot of negative emotions, that and this. For what? Right? So it is like so good to be in nature. It makes us think of these kind of thing, that like life is not all like permanent like we think it is, and there is so much to life more than we live in the box. So yeah, connection with soil, like anything, even if you do gardening, right, you need not it's an opportunity. Even if you do gardening for somebody else, you get to do the gardening, and you get to enjoy the healing benefits of the soil, and that's amazing. And soil is free. Hello. Even if you like plant one, you need not like start dramatically like me going and living in an organic farm, because I have created opportunities for myself like that, but not many people can do. But even the little soil that is around you, wherever you see, maybe you can plant a seed and see how it grows. It will give us perspectives to think differently, not the same job, money, recognition, this validation seeking patterns. It's so good to be out of those validation seeking patterns and live a better life, the real life that you want to live. Okay, so we did earth, fire, fire, air. So what are the remaining? Definitely the sky. A lot of people are like after homes, like even I was at a point to to live in like aesthetic home, like a aesthetic home and show it off, seek validation, right? Everybody, like, like, do you have your own home? That this, the world is my home. See, so it is. The sky heals us. It's called ether or something. It does heal us. It's like a protection, right? You never know what it is all made of. It's all mystery by the divine. So it's pretty great. We see it as a reality, we see it as a normal thing, but this blue thing, can you create it? I can't. I don't have those powers yet. So it's something great, right? Just because it's there all the time, it doesn't mean that it is not great. We just choose not to notice it. I mean, look at the lives around. Like, how many lives around in this soil? How many beings, living their life under the sky. Life under the sky is amazing. So I'm trying to also recollect the one of the other elements. So fire, water. How can I miss the water? So of course, water is something that we do every day, right? That is why we have a ritual to take bath every day. Even if you don't use like soaps or shampoos, which I don't. Since when? Since July 2025. I don't use soaps and shampoos. I use gram flour. Oh, thank you for the wonderful comments. I'm just seeing. Hi everybody. Yeah, water. So water cleanses our aura immediately. So being in touch with all these elements of nature, we heal. And nature is free. Okay, the deep meaning of nature could be something else which is associated with subconscious if we are really very aware. But at least, the 5 elements of nature on the earth provides you free healing and make use of it. And that's really a very good habit to start with. It can be simply to just go out in the night and see the stars. Maybe you can count the stars. Try, right? So that is a good habit, definitely. So I gave out a free healing technique, huh? So what other good habits I have? I don't speak ill of people I don't know about, right? Especially when someone's famous or having a lot of money. As a average human being, we tend to have this temptation to, they would have not earned it in good ways. Criticize something and feel better that we are in some ways. So, but I, maybe since like 2020, I developed this quality where I don't speak ill of anybody without proper knowledge. Because if I speak something, it's literally gonna register into my mind, and why do I want to put myself in a situation where I choose to put negativity in me, even if it's about somebody else. I would be just honing or sharpening the habit of finding faults in others, right? So I don't speak ill of anybody, like even the big people or the small people as per the standards of the society. There's literally no point to do that if I can't make effort to provide a better change that I want. So if I can't make a change, if I don't have enough power to do that, I just send some good vibes to that, visualize it gets better, and move ahead and not complain about it. Right? So that's a very good habit I have. I think it has helped me a lot, because even recently I was learning some ancient scriptures from the East, that is from Buddha. So, the king's prince Siddhartha Gautama, he became Buddha. By the way, anybody can become Buddha. It's just a state of mind, by the way. And so, and even in that, it was like, there was this one line I saw, like, instead of finding faults in others, um, we need to focus on what is the right thing we need to do. I think the more the better words could be like, instead of uh, analyzing what wrong others have done, we can analyze what wrong I have done, with the intention to improve it, to make it better. So I have been doing that pretty much a lot. um, so that is definitely a good habit. Amazing. And maybe this is also a good habit, to just live in the moment. uh, right? I'm telling you guys, like, just, and also like staying away from negativity. That is a very important good habit. Staying away from negative people who spread negativity, who are not able to make that effort towards positivity. It's not like everyone is like, like being negative. It's just that sometimes they don't have that honor. And it's really sad sometimes, but it's okay, everything happens for the highest good. So I stay away from a lot of negative people in my life. I mean, even today I was talking to my parents in video call. My mom would not even smile. Doesn't mean that she's a bad person. It's just that she believes that that is safe for her, right? I can be here. It took me since 2020 and now it's 2026, almost like 6 years now, to come to a point to not worry about what I wear and just be myself and feel safe and secure all on my own, without any validation from others. I mean, it took a lot of efforts. I was consistently, automatically working towards it somehow. I'm very grateful for the blessings and the divine protection along the way. Can you see the container filling? It's so beautiful, such an abundance. So I was saying to stay away from negative people. Maybe we can demonstrate from distance how to be happy, how to be ourselves, and like serve in our own wonderful ways and show them like this is possible. Sometimes it's just not easy when we go near them because negativity is dominant, okay, because it is connected to the survival patterns. So, and misery loves company. People love to complain. Oh, there was a red bug. So who's watching this? Please come and let me know who you are. Uttar Pradesh. I thought there are a lot of Tamil people on this channel. Staying away from negativity is very important to the extent it is mutually healthy for you and people around you. It might seem like not a great thing to be liked by everybody, but at some point everybody has to. Even Buddha did that, right? He left after facing an entire life of betrayal from his own family members. But only today I got to know that after being enlightened, he went back to his parents' place. Huh, talk about being gutsy. So that happened. I'm just gonna change the camera. It's been 20 minutes of great fun already, and I have a lot more to harvest. You see? And my feet on the soil. I'm so happy feeling this. Mother Earth. Okay, so this, it's okay. So yes, so it's very important to stay away from negativity. I should probably tell this as the number one habit to follow. It's not easy, especially when it's family members or colleagues you work with. Hello, I have been there. And it might be really, really hard at the beginning. But once you start, you cannot go back. Because life is so amazing with so much of positivity in it, right? So somewhere I read, like, why to choose something negative when you can choose something better? So that's good. That is the next good habit I'm gonna talk about. To choose better, something better again and again and again, over and over and again. Keep on going. Somewhere I read these in some books, I guess. So there was this story, I'm not sure if many people know this, but during 2020 I was like so furious one day about like life and why it has to be hard for so many people, and I'm working hard, I've been so disciplined my entire life, and why me? This was during 2020. Because I was like facing a fatal disease at that time. I was taking medications and it definitely had some bad side effects of like triggering. So one day there was no one at home and I just stormed into the puja room, because I was also very extremely religious then. I was like, for what purpose everyone has to go through this much of suffering? I mean, if it is for the purpose of like being the eligibility criteria for the hell or heaven, so what? Why? Even then, why? Kind of root cause analysis. There was no answer. I was like went on a rampage. I think I was like yelling at the puja space for like possibly half an hour or so, like literally shouting to the point my throat hurt. And that was like literally the first time ever in my entire life I burst out all things to something that I believe to be divine or protection or something good at that time. And there was no answer. I was asking all these questions I had, and after a certain point there was no answer. And there are lots of weeds here. I fell on the floor, tired of all the yelling that I did. Then I heard a voice. Keep listening, it's about to get better. So that voice said, do something better to make yourself feel better, and that is always better. I turned and looked around. There was nobody around. Like, who's this voice from? Right? That voice was so calm, relaxed, confident, guiding, angelic. I can say like it was so divinely that I heard it in that moment. I was like so tired. I didn't know what to do at that time. I fell on the floor after doing all the yelling and shouting. I think that was also the point. Oh, that was actually during 2019, not 2020. Oh my god. So at the time I was religious, going to temple every Saturday, going round and round, doing, like slogas and all those things without having any awareness or scientific understanding of all those things. And So I was just looking around and realized that it was my own inner voice that came out after releasing everything that was suppressed for like 25, 26 years since my birth. So it said, do something better to make yourself feel better, and that is always better. Uh, since then, whatever I go through in my life, there are lots of ups and downs, and most of the time I'm peaceful because I started staying away from negativity. Hello. So maybe I can also show what I'm cutting. It's perfect. So that advice comes back every now and then. Do something better to make yourself feel better, and that is always better. But it doesn't mean that it's distractions and negative coping mechanisms of like scrolling, right? That further numbs ourselves. If that is a solution, then why then healing centers would exist? So, um, so like we need to do something better. Little better is also like so much better than nothing. You know, something is better than nothing. I follow this, and to do that, I definitely need to remember choose progress over perfection. It's not easy, as our survival is connected very deeply towards seeking validation from others. It is very important for us to be liked by people around us, to feel safe that, oh, this person is gonna be with me, right? As a, like maybe a family member or, like friends or anybody. And when people go away from us, it can be really traumatizing. So we need to, like come to a point where we realize that we are already safe and secure. Either we are perfect or not. I need to be continuing to cut. So, yeah. So, choosing progress over perfection helped me a lot. Like, and let's say like I'm trying to journal every day. It may not be super easy at the beginning. Even now, sometimes I can't write every day, but I go back again and again and again. It's been like what, like 5 years, 6 years now since I started journaling, like writing gratitude every day, or the progress moves or the success moves that I do, like that's something that I do better. So, while establishing a good habit, it is very important to choose progress over perfection. It's okay if I haven't journaled for like days or weeks. What matters is that past is past. From now on, what can I do better? From now on, what can I be doing better? From now on, what can I be doing better? What thing I can improve? So that is something